If you are trying to write a book, but you're not making enough progress or you can't find time to write, I have the perfect solution for you because there are three mistakes that I see people making consistently when it comes to planning time to write. And I'm going to do one better because I have calendar pages for your writing goals. So I've noticed these three mistakes over time and I created fixes. So you can sign up for the calendar pages for your writing goals. They're all free, absolutely free. And I'm going to go through how to use them by covering these three mistakes in this video. So the first mistake I see people making is they plan their day, not their week. So the advice here is to plan your week, stop planning your days. I did this when I was a teacher and I had my business on the side. I was writing the book on the side. I would give myself a to-do list, a daily to-do list of 7 million things. And then I would beat myself up because I would do a small fraction of those things. The fix is when you make your to-do lists, look at your week and plan out your week, not your day. This is especially important when it comes to writing a book because if we keep on making daily to-do lists, the book never makes it because there are always these urgent daily things that push the book aside. When we plan our weeks, this is what finally helped me to make progress when I was working my full-time job, raising my toddler, all of the things. What I would do is I would choose 2 days a week to get up really early. I would plan these in advance so that they'd be a big deal. It wouldn't just be me nagging myself the night before to get up early and get my book done. Plan 2 days a week where I'd get up really early. These would be my blocks of time for my dream business and my dream book. And that way, because I'm not constantly nagging myself and failing on a daily basis, the planning your week, not the day, works perfectly. And so in the calendar pages, I have weekly priorities. Choose 2 or 3 weekly priorities. One might be your kid, one might be your job, one might be your book. And so when you look at your priorities, the priorities of your heart, are they making it into your week? And problem solve for the week. It's much easier than problem solving for the day. Number 2, biggest, most common problem when it comes to finding time to write. We bite off more than we can chew, and then we don't give ourselves any credit for our gains, so we give up. Here's the fix. Take the bird's eye view. Books are big picture items. Books are big picture life changers. So when you're making progress, it is so important to look at the big picture. So in the calendar pages, I put a month or a year on a page. This is a fun exercise that automatically helps me take the long view when it comes to my big life-changing goals. So it's just one page that has every month on it. At the end of each month, I give the month a title. One might be flourishing, one might be running hard, one might be resting, burning out, all sorts of things. But I look at the year on one page. And so another thing you'll see in the calendar page, the month on a page or the year on a page that I created, at the bottom, there's a little space to title your month. What was the mood of this month? What was the emotion of this month? What stands out? And then you can also just put little bullets of wins in the top part. So maybe your wins are, I finished a chapter, I finished 2 chapters, I posted my first YouTube video, I made a sale on something I wanted to do. And so you look at the broad view, you look at the month as a whole, and then you give it a title. This allows you to take stock when you're burning yourself out, to take stock when you are advancing on great things. And then when you see your patterns, you can work off of those patterns. I love being able to look at my year on one page and see the progress I've made. Because once again, we may not always make progress in the day, like we push ourselves and nag ourselves to do. But if we look over the whole year, if we look at a week and plan it that way, it gives us so much perspective. That's why we've got the calendar pages. I know I keep bringing them up, but they're so helpful. And they're also kind of the most popular thing on my email list. Third mistake I see people make consistently is we sit down to a blank page. So when we do have time to write, we don't have a plan. And so then it becomes so much easier to, oh, I booked this time to write, but I'm going to go do the laundry instead. I do the dishes all the time. I know how to do the dishes. Writing is a more complex problem. I'm going to do the easier habitual thing and not move forward on my writing. So at the end of the writing calendar pages, I have writing prompts. When you sit down to write, never sit down to a blank page. Have a plan or a prompt to get you going. Ease in, make it as easy as possible. Create your own on-ramps. I have the suggested on-ramps that I like to use in the calendar pages. So if I haven't mentioned, sign up for the calendar pages below. Every single Friday, I put out a new video or put out a new resource to keep you moving forward on your book. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.